Over 1 million people are planning on storming Area 51. Area 51 is a military base, which they do testing of airplanes and stuff, in case you didn't know. And a lot of people believe Area 51 has aliens. Yeah, aliens are on Area 51. They've written books about it. I mean, all kinds of things have been sold on Area 51. So, this is in Rachel, Nevada. And there really isn't much there. There's a motel there. Oh, and the motel is booked on September 19th and 20th. It's completely booked. It's booked. There's a campground there. They're even looking into, from what I heard, trying to renovate some more spaces for a campground. But there really isn't much there in the way of facilities. Okay, water, gas. I mean, basic stuff for human beings. He's so cute, isn't he? I wish it stayed on and kept blinking. I like how his eyes go. I'll have a link at the bottom. You want to buy him. He's a cute little guy. But it actually gets 80 degrees Fahrenheit there and 27 degrees Celsius during the daytime. So it's kind of nice during the day. It's a dry heat. And at nighttime, though, we're going to get down to 40 Fahrenheit to 4 Celsius. It even gets below freezing sometimes. So, anybody going there just in their vehicle thinking they can use their plastic credit card or their debit card is going to be in big trouble. Nothing works out there. You need cash. So, without cash, you're not getting nothing. And we're talking desert camping here. Do you want to be camping in the desert and not know what you're doing? So, let's think about desert camping. I mean, 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. We're going to need a lot of water. Okay. You have to bring your own food. Got to bring some of that. So if we're going to be there for at least 3 days, we're going to need a good amount of water. I'd say at least a good 4 jugs of 5 gallons each. You're going to hop some water in there because you're going to want to drink it. Nighttime's going to be cold, so you better bring some heavy-duty sleeping bags and layer your clothing or you're going to be in trouble. Hopefully there isn't a rainstorm. Because apparently when it rains in the desert, if you're sitting someplace low or something and you don't want to be driving in the rain, apparently you can get these flash floods out of nowhere. We got a problem here. If even 100,000 people show up in this little hick town in the middle of nowhere, there isn't even going to be enough law enforcement to do anything. And these people believe they're going to stand on a gate that says, "Do not enter or you will be shot." And they're going to do some fancy Naruto run, and they're going to run across the line and keep going. Well, the last time I checked, these people are gamers. Most of them are fat, sitting on their butt doing nothing. And they're going to have to run. I had it here somewhere. I think that's 15 miles. I think they're going to have to run 15 miles for where the gate shuts out, all the way to the base before they'll get to see the aliens. Can any of these millennials run 15 miles? I mean, they complain when they got to walk around a school. So I don't see how they're going to put their arms straight out behind them and do this Naruto run and run 15 miles to get to the base. So let's say they don't cross the fence. Let's say they just go to this little town in Rachel, Nevada, and they just kind of sit there and they just kind of crack a joke, you know, have a little party. That's a lot of people showing up in this little town. They don't even have the facilities to take care of these people. So you're going to be going into the desert, digging yourself a hole, and doing your business, and then coming back. What's in the desert? Spiders? Snakes? What do they do? I've heard that when you got a tent set up, the snakes will come in and try to curl up to you and try to get warm to you. And if you leave your boots or shoes outside, you better bang them before you put your feet into them, or you get a big surprise by a scorpion. And these are just some pointers. I've never camped in the desert. I've always been in wilderness areas, so I would really suggest any of these people going there, you take a lot of water, a lot of layered clothing, and you basically prepare for the worst and make sure you can actually endure this. Now, even the Air Force has sent out a message on this: do not do this and do not show up. They even have the Air Force concerned. Now, apparently, if you do enter, you can get 1 year in jail and a $5,000 fine is what you can get. So, if 10,000 people run in there and they all get 1 year in jail and a criminal record and a $5,000 fine, well, our government's going to make some money here. The Rachel website, and they did have a message on their website to anybody going out there. And I'll even have a link to that and you can check it out. Rachel's located about 115 miles northwest of Las Vegas, separated from it by a restricted area around the Nellis Ranges and about 27 miles north of the top secret Air Force base known as Area 51. September 20th event. Please read. This is on their front page, okay? With the social media attention this event is getting, we want to clarify a few points for those not familiar with this area. They're trying to tell you about the desert here, guys. Other than Little Alley Inn, a small bar, restaurant, motel, there are no services in Rachel. There is no gas, no store. The inn is booked for that weekend. If you plan on attending this event, you must be experienced in camping, hiking, and surviving in a harsh desert environment. Have a vehicle in good shape. There's no mechanics out there. You break down, you're not getting out. You must be prepared to be completely on your own for food, water, gas, etc. We expect cell service and internet to be offline. Probably can't handle that many people. Credit card processing will not work. So, bring enough cash. You can't even use your plastic. If you camp on public land, pick up all your trash. Don't you guys dare go out there and trash this. Make sure you take your trash out. Please read the Dreamland Resort preparations and tips before you come to the Area 51 and facts section and plan accordingly. We expect daytime highs of 80 degrees 27 Celsius and 40 degrees 4 Celsius at night. This event, and this was kind of funny when they said this, will attract crooks trying to capitalize on the chaos. Be on your guard and always lock your vehicle. They've even got the crooks going to check out the aliens. Base security and Lincoln County Sheriff's Department will be on high alert. Anyone trespassing in a restricted zone around Area 51 will be arrested. Enjoy the festivities along the extraterrestrial highway, but do not go near the border. And absolutely do not cross the line. Along all major dirt roads, the border is marked with clear warning signs. So, do you guys still want to go to Area 51? Do you want to go against the rules of the USA government? Cameras pointing at you, snipers pointing rifles at your head, guys in camo suits. Area 51 is protected for a reason. You're not going to make it. You're not in good enough shape. You got to run 15 miles after you cross that line. You're going to do that Naruto run with your arms behind you. And you're going to get up there and you're going to go 15 miles full blast in the desert in 80-degree heat with the snakes and the spiders. I don't think you're going to make it. At the same time, if you go to this little town called Rachel, there's nothing there. It literally is nothing. Now, whatever little businesses are there, they're going to make a killing on this day, and it's probably going to be enough money to keep them going for a year. But please pay attention to the rules, and if you're going to turn around and do your business, make sure you do it way out in the desert and you dig a really deep hole. And you should look up what's going on out there if you're going to be camping out there. I'm sure there's other things you need to keep track of in the environment if you're going to be taking a dump out there. But make sure you're prepared. And by all means, bring at least 20 gallons of water. It's the desert. Don't expect to drive out there in your fancy nails and your fancy shorts and your fancy cars and pull off the side of the road and wave that plastic, because the only one that's going to look at you is the vulture from the sky that's going to wait to come down and pick your bones. So what do you guys think of all these millenniums running out, these gamers, running out to Area 51? You think they'll make it? Let me know in the comment section. And I'll have a link to the little guy here in the description box if you want to pick yourself up an alien. Catch you guys on the next one.